Alright, hello, and what is up, everyone? Let me move my mic in the right position here. Sorry about this. Alright, we're good. Alright, welcome everyone to the stream. This is your caster, Hachi Dota. This is Epicenter XL Southeast Asian Qualifiers TNC versus Admiral. This is the losers bracket of Group A. The loser of this game is out. TNC is one game up. I didn't manage to cast game one because I was still watching my team scrim, but now I'm ready. I'm going to be casting this game. I know you guys love TNC games. Shout out to all the Pinoy viewers out there, and of course it's Pinoy versus Pinoy here. Philippines versus Philippines, plus one demon, plus one American in this game. We got Demon Dota, the captain of Admiral. And they took a game off of TNC before. They actually just played each other a couple hours ago. I believe. Am I right about that, or did I go crazy? Because, hold on. Let me look at the full bracket here. Because Mineski played X... No. Am I right about that? Mineski played Execration. And then Mineski knocked TNC to the lower bracket. Admiral beat Execration. I think that's how it worked out. Let me look at the bracket to confirm. There's nothing yet happening really interesting in the draft here. Other than this Witch Doctor ban. You're wondering why there's a Witch Doctor ban? It's really popular in the Filipino scene right now. It really gained popularity with Execration picking it up. Grimm was just picking up every game, and now it's everywhere. If you know that the original Witch Doctor pick came to counter Chen, but now it's being picked regardless if there's a Chen or not. Speaking of Chen, it is actually a hero that Admiral really likes, so there's a high chance that they might pick it up in this game, as it did make it through the first phase. Usually ends up being first banned, but it gets through this game. Instead, there's actually a void ban from TNC, interestingly enough. Omni Knight. Now, you guys might be wondering why Omni Knight into Razor. You know, Razor is considered an Omni Knight counter in the lane and even later on in the game. But it's more so Admiral can't get Razor and Omni Knight. It's like a next level counter yourself so the enemy can't counter you harder, if that makes any sense. But I noticed it a lot with C teams where they're just willing to pick up Omni into Razor, and then they'll just try to dodge the lanes to the best of their ability. They just won't let that lane happen. Like, they'll just lane swap consistently. But anyway, let me look at the bracket here so we can... That's not C, that's Europe. Where's C? That's CIS. Oh, accidentally clicked. Gosu Gamers is way too laggy sometimes. Alright, so it's going to be a Rubik second pick for Admiral. No Chen. They still might go for it, as Rubik Chen is quite a potent combination. You always lift into the Chen creeps to set up that Centaur stun. It's a 3-second stun, everyone. 3-second stun for the Centaur stun. Now, you have two Centaurs. You stack this, or you don't stack the stuns. You line them up properly. It's almost 6 seconds of stun. 6 seconds of stun. That's pretty ridiculous. And the Centaur has been buffed as well. The stun only costs 50 mana, has slightly better animations. It's still a little bit hard to hit, but that's why Chen's so broken. If you want proof that Chen's broken, just check my match history. There's my match history here. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. Ha ha, Chen. Anyway, back to the game. TNC gonna get the Tim's Earth Spirit. That's a classic. Something you always like to see. Where is Southeast Asia? I just want to see Southeast Asia. Please. Give me the Southeast Asia bracket. There it is. There's a Southeast Asian bracket. So yeah, I'm completely right about that. So Admiral did take one game off of TNC the last time they played, which was a couple hours ago now. They're actually having a long day. They're playing through the whole group pretty much. But so TNC, they beat Admiral before 2-1. Admiral won the first game, but in this series, Admiral won the first game. Now Admiral is one game away from elimination. Now looking at the rest of the bracket, Mineski played Execration. They 2-1 them. Mineski then went on to beat Admiral, or beat TNC 2-0, sending TNC to the lower bracket to fight Admiral. And that's how we're here. Now, this is the last match of today. After this, I'm going to be casting some C pubs. Anyway, let's take a look at the bands, the picks, and what is going on here. So Dragonite, third pick for TNC. So they're looking for a pretty stable lineup here. I mean, nothing crazy. You know, they get the Tim's Earth Spirit, they get Omniknight, Dragonite, and it's allowing them to play their playstyle. You know, kind of run you down 5-man early on, just pressure towers. It's what a lot of Filipino teams are adapting recently, and they're leading the Southeast Asian scene right now. Other than Mineski, who are kind of in their own world, and you can even say Fnatic, they're kind of driving the meta with this heavy lane pressure, 5-man early on, you know, smoke gank into the enemy jungle, place wards down behind towers, aggressively look for kills, and just slowly gain an advantage. That's how Admiral plays as well. So seeing these both teams play each other is they're just pretty much meeting head to head. Whoever reads the rotation faster, whoever actually, you know, manages to dodge, pressure the lanes on the other side, it's going to be a back and forth. They're going to trade blow for blow. Now TNC, of course, probably widely accepted as the better team, as Admiral had to go through the open qualifier for this, while TNC were invited. And they're going to get the Luna. So very similar strategy from yesterday, where I watched them play against Fnatic. They get this Luna, stable hero, where Raven's going to be able to carry the game if it goes late, but also he's able to contribute in team fights early on with the Eclipse, as well as just having a decent amount of damage to contribute to the fight. Right, you can go for a very early game oriented build, such as like the Dragonlance Yasha that he went for, or you can even decide to go for Helm the Dom if he feels like that's the right choice. But I do think he's going to get a Dragonlance this game, maybe just rushing a Hurricane Pike, as there's a Clockwork and a Razor, which her Hurricane Pike's really good against, and even Underlord as well. So I can say, like, you know, Raven's probably going to just go Dragonlance straight into Hurricane Pike. That would make perfect sense here in this game against Admiral's heroes. Now, looking at the heroes on the side of Admiral, it looks like they're shying away from the Chen. They're going to go Rubik Clockwork instead. Shadow Fiend was banned out, so there's no option there for the Clock Shadow Fiend combination. They also ban out the OD. Now, this hero is a hero that's rising in popularity. And of course, he's also very good against Dragonite. OD, pretty popular with a lot of the Filipino mid players like Armel, and Cuckoo when he was still playing mid, but now he's on the 5 position. Well, anyway, this Underlord pick, this hero either feels like he's just unstoppable and he's just a beef machine that just runs down your lanes and you can't do anything about him, or he just gets deleted from a fight and he serves no purpose, right? And it really all depends on his laning stage. Now, Underlord against Luna is actually a really good matchup in lane and even later on in the game, as Luna is very stat heavy base carry, right? And of course Underlord reduces like damage based on your base stats. So I mean, later on, if like Luna stands to Underlord, her damage is going to be reduced significantly. Look at the last ban here for Admiral. It will be the Enchantress ban. Cuckoo has been playing this as a 5 position, pseudo 4 position. Like, they've kind of been sharing the farm a little bit between Cuckoo and Tim's. So Admiral, they're not gonna let them have that. I believe they actually beat them with it. I'm not gonna pull the game, but I'm just gonna have to take my word for it. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 80% sure. I just literally looked up some replays so I can send to my support players so we can check them out. So I swear I just saw it. Anyway, the last pick for Admiral will be a Medusa. I'm not trying to do too much predictions here. As TNC, alright. What's Cuckoo's hero? And save it for last. What's the amazing hero here? And if you're wondering why they picked the Luna there as their 4th pick, and instead of saving it for last pick, when you do that, it's pretty much that you don't want your carry to be banned, right? They feel like Luna is very core to their strategy, and they don't want it to be banned, so they're willing with just last picking their support. It's going to be a Chen. Chen makes it all the way through to the last pick, and I'm really liking TNC's draft right now. I think Admiral completely forgot about the hero. They banned Enchantress, but you know what's better than Enchantress as a 4-position support, like pseudo 4-position, you know? Chen. They absolutely forgot about the hero. They're like, oh, we can't let him have Enchantress, but Chen, you know, what's the difference between Chen and Enchantress? Alright, Enchantress scales into a damage dealing, you know, hero. So she's more so better as a 4 or like a even an offlaner, right? But Chen, he's just real support. He's just actually 5-position support. You know, can take the 4-position mantle with some farm, and he probably will, but it's going to be more of a shared role with him and Tims. And of course Chen, you know, is able to do more in terms of save heroes, using his send back, heals, and all of that. So I'm actually extremely surprised that they actually just let Chen go all the way. And I even forgot about it myself. I'm like, I talked about it, Admiral might pick it up, but I didn't even think that TNC might pick it up there. And so they come in with the last pick, Chen. All right. Now let's do the player intros here. As we got RR on the Underlord for Admiral. Boombax is going to be taking the Clockwork. In the mid lane, we have Ben-Hur on the Medusa. Demon Dota all the way from the USA, going to be playing the support Rubik, and Gabby will be taking the carry Razor. On the side of TNC, we got Sam H on the Omni Knight, Tims on his signature Earth Spirit, Raven playing the Luna, and Armel on the Dragon Knight, and last but not least, the last pick, Chen, Cuckoo, former mid player of TNC, on Chen. Now it looks like they're setting up for an aggressive trial lane. Now, Chen is a very versatile hero. He can really go to any lane as long as there's a creep camp nearby. He's going to be happy laning there. In addition, you don't know, Chen can send back lane creeps. I feel like this should be a common known fact now, but he's not a very popular hero. You know. So what you're going to see Cuckoo do here is he's going to send back these creeps, and it's just going to allow the creep wave to meet right here. So Luna is just going to free farm there. He's right at it. You can send back as many creeps as you want. Usually it's 3. Now Sam H is just scouting out top because he wants to make sure that he doesn't lane against a Razor. But now he's going to commit to go to bottom lane. Now Underlord does win this 1v1 matchup, but not as hard as a Razor would. It's actually mainly just a farm trading lane. I've seen Underlord edge advantages out of the lane, but depending on how the Omni Knight plays, I've also seen Omni Knight win the lane or even just straight up go even in farm. Now, it's going to be a dual lane top here for Admiral, and they're expecting the Chen, so they're already blocking this big camp to make sure he doesn't access to these creeps. Now, Tims was just supporting mid here a little bit here to help out Armel. Not the best matchup for Dragon Knight, but if it's a straight 1v1, I mean, he can hold his own. I can see even he can win the lane, depending on how, you know, Mystic Snakes land. Because if his mana gets burned, he has a hard time. But if he's able to get mana to use his Breathe Fire, excuse me there, as it's gonna affect the Dusa, as she has pretty low damage, and Breathe Fire really affects her ability to CS against the DK with a Quelling Blade. Now, this isn't the best matchup for Luna, but she will have the assistance of a Chen, and he gets the best creep to get at level 1. And the reason why the Satyr is the best creep is it provides the most damage, and at level 1 you're not necessarily looking for kills, right? Especially with a Luna, you just want to harass back the Razor and the supports. And with this creep, it allows you to have a long range nuke, very long travel distance, as long as you can aim it properly, and it does a decent amount of damage, 160 damage, more than most level 1 nukes. And you see Lucent Beam at level 1 only does 75 damage. It also gives you a HP regen aura, which is of course really nice. 5.5 HP regen is pretty significant, and as you see there, you can start spamming the shockwave, the Hadouken. And another interesting thing to note about this creep is you can also send it back to base to regen its mana or HP, and then bring it right back, as Holy Persuasion only has a 10-second cooldown. The bottom lane, Sam H and RR trading blows, and you see they're burning through both their regen quite quickly here. This looks to be a pretty aggressive lane, but now Boombax is rotating in, looking for a potential kill there onto Sam H, but he sneaks away out of the tree line, and he's getting chased in the opposite direction. Keep in mind, Sam H is on Radiant. He had to tank a couple of tower shots, does the loop around, and manages to escape. But he's getting completely zoned out of experience during this whole time, and he can't even walk back to lane. So that's a big win there. So we barely catch the kill there onto Demon, as they will go for a dive now. Now Earth Spirit, Chen, and Luna is an absolutely deadly combination. With the combination of the Roland, the stun from the Earth Spirit, and the Chen's and Luna's nukes, it's an absolutely dominating lane, as you see here. I mean, there's no chance that Admiral can win this lane, and it's completely fallen apart. Now, like, if Clockwork was there, like, he wouldn't contribute anything. He would probably just die as well. I've run a similar lane playing with my team in an open qualifier. We completely stomped them. Did you get... Come on, Cuckoo. Don't get rid of that creep, man. He gets rid of the Satyr for the Hellbear. Come on, send the Satyr back to base. Bring him back. Or wait till you're level 3. How can he waste such a good creep? Alright. I'm reporting him for that. I would never get rid of my Satyr unless it actually dies. Alright, there's going to be an attempted roll-in from Tim's and Boombax, so manages to snag the rune from him. And it's going to be cut him down with a battery assault, but Cuckoo is in with the Thunderclap. No. Alright, now the difference between the Hellbear and the Satyr is the Thunderclap actually does this almost the same amount of damage. It also does a slow, however it's a lot harder to land because it's not ranged. However, he can have a lot more Thunderclaps. You know, it only costs 50 mana, half the mana cost of the Shockwave. So in theory, it's the better creep, but you know, the Hadouken is so fun. In theory, like 2 of these are actually stronger because they have access to more mana. You don't have to be worried of sending them back to base all the time to regen their mana. It's like, you know, they get a whole, how many casts? Let's do some NA math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compared to the 4. But as you see, they're not ranged. See, imagine it was a Satyr. He would have stole the kill there. Instead, Tim's got it. Now, that's going to be another kill. Underlord is going to get sent top because they realize that there's no chance that Razor can lane up here. Why is there a Medusa illusion here? Interesting. Raven. Getting a pretty decent farm. Not the best in the world. Razor, even though he ended up dying, like his farm wasn't that bad until they got dove. And they're going to decide to switch up the lanes. Armel, I mean, he's absolutely dominating the mid lane. That's what I said. If it's a straight 1v1, Dragon Knight actually wins the lane. Because Medusa gets hit by Breathe Fire and then she misses all her CS. You see his 13 denies. We didn't watch the mid lane much because there wasn't much action there. I don't know if you want to watch a Dragon Knight CS against a Snake. But it's going to be some action now as the supports are making the rotation over. And it's going to be a bait from Armel as... Oh, that's a nice stun from Tim. It's landing on 2. Not going to have the follow-up on the Demon, so he'll be able to walk away. But Armel playing very aggressive there. Baits in the Medusa, and she gets caught by the Smoke Gang. Now they're going to be able to take the tower. And this is huge. This is game-winning right now for TNC. If they can get this tower right now, they have the attack speed aura from the Golem. It's tanking the tower. You know, Golem, it's a bear. It's a tomato. It's going to just suicide his creeps. Come on, Cuckoo. Alright, it's not... Alright, don't worry, guys. You don't need to play Chen that well for him to be OP. You know, all of this stuff is just... minuscule. And he's gonna get the double Centaur. That's the kill combo, man. That's a 6-second stun I was talking about. They get the roll in, the stun, the follow-up stun from the double Centaur. That's a GG. No hero can survive getting stunned for 6 seconds. He also went for the casual Blightstone. I really like that. That's been the recent build now on this Chen. You go for Blightstone early on because it allows you to just, it's value. It does more damage, allows you to push towers a little bit faster, and then you build it into the medallion to go Rosh. It's pretty legit. You know, it gives you that extra mana regen as well, but having to go for mana boots. Quite enjoy it. I don't really build it myself. In some games I do. Most games I just go for the mana boots mech, or sometimes Helm the Dominator. Now, Raven did make the rotation all the way down to the bottom lane. They got the kill there onto the Underlord. Now they're looking to pressure the bottom tower. And this is all Chen gameplay, but in the meantime, the Boombax manages to catch out Armel in the mid lane. He has the magic wand, but not going to be able to survive that DD auto attack from Boombax. So pretty big kill there for Admiral, but this is all time that TNC get to push the bottom lane. Now there's going to be rolling onto Demon. Pretty fast lift coming out from him, as there's actually a ward spotting this whole thing out. But now Demon getting chased down in the trees. The Pit of Mouse comes down, but Tim's just going to TP away. Underlord not being able to get the counter kill there. So pretty decent there, but Admiral do manage to hold their tower without having it take much more damage. Also, they managed to hold their mid tower as well. So it turns out pretty good for them. Sam H, how is he doing in terms of farm? Not bad. Pretty well, actually. He is having to lane against a Razor now and a Clockwork. Now, the higher levels the Duce gets, you know, she's going to come back in the lane with the Mystic Snake spam. But now Armel going to commit his Dragon form, and they're looking to finish off this tower. Where are the creeps? Creeps are in the trees, but without a creep wave, having it cleared out from Medusa, they're not going to be able to really push. So TNC's push is going to be once again thwarted, but they're managing to chip down the tower a little bit with the poison breath from the Dragonite. What is it called? That's not called corrosive breath, is it? Corrosive breath, that's what it is. Alright, so another smoke gank from Cuckoo. Where's his Krepos? Krepos are bottom, but he could always recall them to him with the Holy Persuasion. And looking to surprise top here, maybe. Gabby is fairly fast though with the phase boots as well as the windlace. They need to really execute this gank perfectly. Here the creeps are being called in. Can they get there in time? No, they're being blocked a little bit, but the slow from the Omni Knight is enough. And they will kill him regardless. And Cuckoo actually just steals the last hit there. Now Raven though, in a bit of trouble bottom, as he's going to get caught up by a gank from Boombax and Demon. They're going to lift him up back into the Firestorm, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 carry for carry trade on both sides of the map. However, I believe with the Chen they're going to be able to pressure the top tower a little bit more here. At least with the... oh no, he doesn't have the Blightstone anymore. It's unfortunate. What I do is actually just save the Blightstone, and I don't build full medallion until the tier 1s are down. It's actually pretty value. This tower would be falling faster. Come on, use the medallion on your Centaur. Cuckoo? 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 Oh, okay, whatever. He just doesn't care. Alright, there's gonna be a smoke gank from Admiral. And they're looking for Armel here. It looks like he might just die. No level 6 on Boombax, but he's gonna get in range to trap him the cogs. Luckily with a... yeah, the Hasterin? Hasterin. A bunch of Armel's damage is stolen. He will stun Boombax and try to run into the tree line, but Medusa is there to meet him. And it's gonna be a 3-man rotation turned to a 4-man rotation as Ben-Hur cuts off the retreat. And now they're going to look to pressure the mid tower. This tower looks like it will fall here as the catapult is hitting onto it. But the top lane, Cuckoo going to be pushing top lane as well. But he just kills his Centaur. Cuckoo truly doesn't care for his creeps, man. Someone call PETA. It's going to end up like Logan Paul and getting his YouTube channel demonetized. I'm not sure if he has a YouTube channel. But anyway, shouts out to everyone who gets that reference. Actually watches, stays up to date with YouTube drama. Anyway, he replaces his Centaur with a troll. You know, inferior stun duration, but inferior in terms that it's actually what am I talking about? Inferior stun duration, but superior in terms of the range, and it goes through BKB. Pretty snazzy ability. the net toss. Anyway, TNC have complete control of Admiral's jungle now, and they're just resorting to farming this bottom side of the map. But Gabby putting some pressure on the bottom lane himself, taking the tier 1 tower. But it doesn't look like TNC care too much, as they're just pushing into the tier 2 top. They have Dragon Form ready, and this is what I'm talking about. Very aggressive Dota with lane pressure, emphasis on towers and objectives and map control. Now, Gabby is going to push deep down in the bottom side. They have a ward covering him a little, but he'll have to back off. He can't overextend, as if TNC make the rotation back, it definitely easily can catch him out. But Admiral looking to meet TNC heading to this low ground. They have a ward spotting everything out, and it's going to be a two-pronged attack as Gabby comes from the back. The Stone Gaze doesn't really do much, but the Holy Hand of God comes out, and they send the Luna back to base, saving Raven's life. They pop the Guardian Angel, and everyone just walks away. Just walk away, everybody. So that resulted in a whole bunch of nothing, I would say, favoring TNC, even though they committed their ultimates there. They forced Admiral to leave the bottom lane, and now Gabby's going to be farming top. Then you could do a bit of a lane swap here. Sam H heading to the bottom lane. They've achieved what they wanted to top. Now Admiral reclaiming control of their jungle a little bit, as the next play for TNC probably is to reclaim this jungle. I don't think they care too much about this tower. This tower doesn't really give them much. It gives them a little bit of more access into this area. Ease of access, because they can go like this instead of having to walk up the high grounds. That's pretty much it. Now, Sikuku does go into the mana boots, and it looks like TNC do want to take this bottom tower. I mean, it's nice maybe just for the gold, but this is going to buy a lot of time for Admiral to, of course, farm their own jungle, but get farm back on this Medusa, who I forgot to open the net worth this whole time, but I usually open up around the 15-minute mark. Whereas Dusa, you see, she's starting to ramp up in that net worth with this Mask of Madness build, and she just pushed this lane all the way out real comfortable, and they don't even end up pushing the bottom lane. So I feel like TNC definitely should make a play to reclaim this top jungle, but they just don't feel comfortable doing so. So they're going to take the safe farm instead. Maybe they're going to wait for their next set of items, as Armel is quite close to a Shadow Blade. Raven is going for a Force Staff, so instead of going for Dragonlance into Force Staff, Hurricane Pike, he's going into the Mask of Madness into Force Staff, and then Dragonlance probably, and then Hurricane Pike. He can even disassemble his Aquila for a Hurricane Pike if he wants it faster. Ooh, Tim's getting caught out in the trees. Actually ends up rolling onto RR, but Boombax comes in with a hook shot, and now Tim's is going to go down. It's quite weird what TNC are doing. They're just kind of just slowing the game down. Not... I guess they don't feel comfortable like trying to play aggressive against the Dusa after what happened last fight. Like, if they committed for that last fight, they could have all died, so they're just playing a little bit passive until they actually get like Force Staff on Luna. They get these core items out. They got the Yules on Samation also. I probably think they play aggressive again soon. They just picked up a new round of items, and they realize that Admiral have claimed control of their jungle now, and it's not really the best idea to play in their jungle. They want to smoke and reclaim this side of the map. And they will already reclaim this side of the map without even like wards or smoke or anything. It's just based on the fact that they have information on Admiral being in their jungle. But I like to see them officially reclaim the Dire jungle. But the bottom lane is being pressured just by creeps now, as Admiral is still not so sure where TNC's position is, so they're not going to overextend trying to push in. But TNC aren't really quite sure where Admiral are positioned either. They're even going to just... Oh, that was an Admiral scan, actually. Yeah, they're afraid of getting like wrapped around upon. But it's not actually the case. And now TNC, okay. Now is their time to make a play. With this big creep army, the Medallion as well, they're going to go for Roshan. Now, their scan comes out just to try to spot out Admiral. But Admiral knows what's going on. They had a ward here, smelt it, and now they're going to send the rocket flare. And however, Roshan is quite low. They're going to lead with Ben-Hur, as he's probably the tankiest hero other than the Underlord, who does have a pipe. I think that Admiral do have what it takes to take this fight. Pit of Malice being cancelled. Roshan living on very low HP. Ben-Hur burning most of Armel's mana, but he does have a magic wand as well as a soul ring. The tornado is going to come out from the Wildkin Ripper. And now there's just a standoff here next to the Roshan pit. Yule is going to send Dusa into the air for really no reason. And now both teams actually going to start to disperse a little bit. Cuckoo let his creeps die again. He still has one creep alive here. Gonna get killed by Ben-Hur. Nope. And Ben-Hur is going for a Force Staff of his own. What if the Dragonlance first? Now, this game is just slowing down to a T, which, in my opinion, is going to favor Admiral with this Medusa. I don't feel like TNC could have pressured as much as they could have, but then, again, they're afraid of throwing the fight away to the Dusa and then her getting too far. Oh, there's going to be a hook shot onto two heroes. The Force Staff will bring Armel out of the cogs, but Cuckoo won't be as lucky. He actually even recalls his creeps in to die. And now Admiral gonna walk into the pit, and it's already quite low thanks to TNC. It's just a free Roshan for them. Oh, Tim's going in with the stun onto 3 heroes. 4 heroes actually. He silences everyone as well, but it's not enough. And now they do claim the Aegis, and they Uber everyone out as well, even getting a kill on the retreat onto Sam H. And that was a huge play there for Admiral. Big pick off there onto Cuckoo. They go into the Rosh pit, claim the kill onto it, pick up the Aegis onto Ben-Hur, and get out as well with the Underlord ultimate. And who actually Yules him there? I don't think they could have burst him, but Yulesing him there just actually guaranteed the escape. So, what is TNC doing? I don't know. So, again, I favored their draft, but alright. It's just odd. Their gameplay is just odd. They're not playing like they normally do. Maybe they're just giving too much respect to this Medusa Underlord. So definitely could have pressured a little bit more. At least, I think the biggest deal was them giving up control of this area. Because Medusa, she literally got like 1,000 net worth just by farming all of this and pushing out the lane all the way. But I guess like after the tier 2, they felt like they couldn't do much, and they definitely didn't want to push this tower. This tower is pretty dangerous to push. So that was their thinking, right? And then they're like, yo, maybe we push bottom. And then they're like, that's not worth it either. So then they just kind of backed off and farmed for a little bit, which gave Dusa a lot of space. Well, anyway, Ben-Hur is actually quite farm now at 11k net worth. And he has an Aegis as well, which means I can play a lot more aggressive without having to worry. But now Armel gonna pop the Dragon Form to take out the bottom tower. And he's gonna push in towards the tier 2 as well, while Raven is farming the side of the jungle. Admiral looking to go for a trade as they push in top, ready to take this tier 1. Now, if this game does go late, we can't give it to Admiral for sure, just because they have Medusa. But they definitely do have the advantage, I gotta say. But don't count out the Luna Earth Spear. Now, Tim is a rare miss from him. Actually misses the Boulder Smash onto Gabby. Allows him to run away. He was a little bit too fast for him. And they won't manage to get the Razor. However, they will get the kill onto Demon. Cuckoo is just farming up, building towards an Aghanims. What's going on here? RR is quite farmed. He has Crimson Guard, Pipe of Insight. That is quite a fat Underlord, and they're looking to pressure the bottom lane. Now, Admiral don't really have the best forms of initiation other than the Clockwork, so they just kind of play a slow game, but they're definitely feeling confident right now. It's only less than a 1k net worth advantage for them, but You know, with the Aegis, they're feeling strong. They're feeling potentially strong enough to force a high ground push. But TNC are doing the same. Now, Chen needs to be here. He needs to be the escape card there for Raven. But he's not. But Raven's going to start piling onto the tower. They're going to use the Underlord ultimate to get back to the base. They actually just want to defend. They're going to use the Fortify as well. Medusa actually is going to get left bottom, interestingly enough. But the rest of the heroes will be back, and they're there to defend. Now, Ben-Hur manages to TP away before someone can come back and stun him. Armel is a dragon for some reason. I was pushing out the bottom lane. This will have this splash to do that. Ben-Hur picks up a DD, is almost to his Scotty, level 18 as well. He uses level 20, hits that power spike with the level 20 plus 700 mana talent. It's quite sick. Now, again, just because Admiral have the Dusa, we can't give them the late game advantage for sure, but with the Aegis right now, along with the amount of free farm that Ben-Hur is going to be able to get, and even just securing these towers as well, I mean, we'll see how things play out. I definitely give Admiral advantage in a straight-on team fight if Admiral try to commit, or if TNC try to commit. But TNC can also just play the split push farm game as well, as Luna is a fairly fast farmer, and even Chen can start to farm relatively fast at some point. Once he gets the Agnums up with the Black Dragon, you just shoot that fire into lanes. And again, since Admiral kind of lack pick-off in a sense, other than the Clockwork pick, they aren't going to be able to stop TNC from just, you know, efficiently farming throughout the entire map. As this is exactly what they're doing right now, and it's why they're keeping pretty close in net worth. Now, see how this ends up playing out. Armel turns into a dragon again. Now, this is a TNC 4-man smoke looking to just camp this ward. Oh, Dragon Knight also goes invis. They don't want the Medusa. She's the tankiest hero, but they will go for her. Maybe they have enough damage to burst her, but no. The Shrine comes out, and this might turn out to be a disaster. However, she's silenced, so she can't get the Stone Gaze off. The Stone Gaze is going to come out now. Yule is going to send Boombacks into the air. They're trying to chase down Armel. Razor is definitely outrunning him, and they have the division as well. The heal comes out, but it's not going to be enough to save him. They lose Armel. Now they want to go for Sam H next. Gabby, if he gets in the range, he can get the Purge off of the slow, but Sam H repels it off. However, he has the damage stolen from the Dragon Knight, and he's going to come in with the kill, and it's going to be 2 kills for Admiral. The lane is quite pushed bottom because of the Chen, but the mid lane is in their favor. They're going to run straight down mid here, looking to secure this tier 3. Now, at this point, all TNC can really do is look to split push. They will probably give up their tier 3 here, and they might take some Rax damage as well. Chen creeps, in the meantime, ratting the bottom lane. No micro again from Cuckoo. He don't care animals, but mid tier 3 will fall for sure. Now there's a hook shot onto Raven. He's forced to pop out his BKB along with the Hurricane Pike. That's the tier 3 down. Now, this Admiral might just get a Rax here as well, and they will. Now, they have the Underlord to get everyone out safely. Is there any, like, form of this, oh, no. Tim was just trying to go for a kick-out play there, but couldn't really do it in time. And all of Admiral will escape into safety of their own jungle onto the Shrine. Now, again, TNC just missed their timing. Like, you can't really point out the exact moment where they lost track of this game. It would be somewhere around Roshan would be the defining moment, but it started all the way when they, like, pushed top, and then they just relieved all pressure on the map by going bottom. And, like, TNC just kind of sat here with 2 heroes, placed a bunch of wards, and they had no fear. Like, Dusa was able to have absolute free farm. Now, we're going to see Sam H get picked off here by a 4-man gank squad. And Roshan is spawning in, but we don't know when yet. Let's find out. Very soon. Holy crap, that's a fast timer. It's going to favor Admiral, actually. It's 5 seconds. It's going to be up right now. They're going to have to break onto RR. The Eclipse comes out as well. It's going to be a pickoff for TNC. The TP was canceled by Boombacks. And Raven, I'm going to be happy with that kill. They're looking to push in bottom here and further advance the lane pressure onto the high ground, maybe forcing more heroes from Admiral back. They know Clockwork can't come back, but Luna is a little bit shy, is going to back away from the Ancients, most likely. Now, at this point, what can TNC actually do in this game other than just try to take a fight at Roshan? Admiral kind of built this strategy around being a little bit unkillable in their draft, you know, with the Dusa, Underlord, even Razors are very difficult to take down hero. The music's cutting out. I'm tabbing out to check my Twitch and stuff. Sorry about that. But that's pretty much it. So I really don't know what their answer is other than to continuously split push. Now, they've been getting picked off here and there, but I feel like they shouldn't. It's more so they're misreading Admiral's movements that they're getting picked off, but they're still doing a decent job of split pushing. As you see, they're keeping up in farm with Admiral, even though they lost the mid racks. And again, that's a large part due to Admiral lacking, you know, any real aggressive heroes. You know, they kind of all just want to farm. They all kind of passively sit there, and they're really strong if you go onto them aggressively, but not very strong if in terms of trying to kill heroes themselves. You know, taking the initiative of killing heroes. Now Armel farming up. Admiral's jungle gonna pop out a fire blast. Boomback's gonna hook him, or a creep actually, but he will catch up to Armel now. Has the cogs available, traps Armel in, and so we're just talking about TNC, you know, playing a little bit too ballsy. It's okay they're split pushing, but it's not okay for them to get picked off like that. As there's only one hero they gotta watch out for, and it's that Clockwork. And that one hero manages to snag that kill there onto Armel. And right into Roshan. Admiral go. And Roshan is going to fall incredibly quickly. There's a BKB on Gabby now. Ben-Hur has had his Scotty going into the Butterfly. And again, all we can see is more split pushing coming out for TNC. This be Aegis once again up on the Medusa. Underlord has his Lotus Orb pretty much complete. There's going to be Aghanim's on Chen. That's an ancient creep. This creep's very good with Luna. You can always buff up her attack speed with the Frenzy and even just the passive. The War Drum's aura. And Sam H is there to back up Raven. Now, the question is, can Raven carry this game? Because in theory, like, you know, of course, Luna is not going to be as strong as Dusa in the full late game, as she's still quite susceptible to getting bursted. However, she has a lot of support on her side. She has Chen, Omni Knight, and you know, the Chen creeps to buff her up as well. Chen can send her back. A lot of variety of things that they can do to assist Raven, help him carry this game. Yeah, this is a very slow game so far. Where's this creep coming from? That is a regular Chen creep, alright. It's going to be an initiation from Armel onto RR, and they catch out Boombacks here as well. Ben-Hur comes in with a Stone Gaze, but TNC are just going to turn tail and run. Ben-Hur trying to chase them down, but again, not a very aggressive hero. Somehow they lose Sam H in the trees there, but Ben-Hur going to move forward and continue for some extra kills here. Very important kill there onto Chen, but they're not able to get anyone else. So if they don't kill Chen first, there's a very good chance they just sends back the other heroes. I don't think they can quite burst the Luna or the Dragonite in time. It's also a double dragon from Chen, but he manages to keep them alive. Luna's gonna force staff to the high ground, and they're just using RR kind of lack mobility and, you know, actual kill potential on their heroes. They're very good at sieging. They're very good at taking team fights if TNC come in, and they're good at hitting the tower. In terms of looking for kills, not the best, not their strong suit. Now it's actually only a 2k net advantage for Admiral, which is so surprising considering they have the Aegis Cheese advantage, they have the Rax advantage, but they can't manage to get a gold advantage because of the amount of split pushing that TNC are doing. Especially Raven, who's keeping right up in their net worth with the Medusa, not falling behind pretty much at all. Now Medusa is gonna just go into mid. Ben-Hur finishes off the range tracks. He's gonna go for the bottom tier 3 as well. There's gonna be a hook shot onto Sam H. The heal stolen from Demon. Sam H most likely will go down, but no, the send back from Kuku saves his life. Armel manning up, but he's gonna regret his decision as he's gonna go down. He's dead without buyback. They also took out Raven, who does buyback now. Now it's gonna be another set of racks for Admiral. There's no way that Kuku and the boys can defend this without their mid player, Armel. And Kuku pretty much does nothing at this point. He's literally a send back and some heals, maybe some nuke damage as well. But Admiral gonna just head straight for the throne. It's gonna be a roll in from Tims, but Dusa, it's just too strong. There's absolutely nothing that it feels like they can do. They're just gonna call it GG. Admiral is gonna take game 2. They're tying out the series and they're making this go down to the wire. Losers bracket finals for Epicenter XL. I mean, the winner is out of the tournament. This is an important win for Admiral. Keeps them alive as TNC are 1 game up. I'll see you all for the next game, and thank you for tuning in, buddies. I just realized my mic was muted the whole time. GG. Anyway. Alright, I'll redo my intro here. So this is TNC versus Admiral. This is best of 3. The score is 1-1. This is Epicenter XL Southeast Asian qualifiers. From Russia with love, apparently. From Russia with love. This is a Russian tournament. Anyway, this is the losers bracket finals. The loser of this game is out of the tournament. The winner continues onward, but they're not out of it yet. It just means that they're on to the playoffs. This is Group A. TNC and Admiral have already met each other in the first round of Group A, actually, and the result of that was a TNC 2-1. Now, if you're wondering why there's a Void ban, it was because Admiral used Void to beat TNC in that one game. Now, looking at the first picks, TNC snag up the Naga as their first pick, and as a counter, Admiral is going to take the Disruptor to prevent them from getting Naga Disruptor. Of course, that's a very potent combination that Newbie found a lot of success with. But instead, TNC gonna get the Nyx Assassin, most likely for Sam H. It's one of his signature heroes, and I need to click back into the game so you guys can hear the music. Now, Admiral also snagged up the Razor in the first phase as well, as it did in the last game. And again, very popular hero in Southeast Asia right now. Started way back, patch 7.07. He came in a couple of patches in. Now Razor just became a staple as one of the major counters to Omni Knight, but also just being a very solid laner, having a standard laning stage that is not really able to be contested. There's not many heroes that can just straight up, shut out Razor from a lane. And if you want to do that, you will have to commit 3 heroes, which is a lot of space for the rest of the team. Now look at the bans here for the second phase. Omni Knight ban for TNC, as Omni Knight Razor is a very strong duo. And we even saw last game TNC were willing to pick Omni Knight into Razor just to make sure that Admiral don't get both. Now if you look at Admiral, they're going to take out Tinker. They're going to take out the OD, hitting Armel. Now, TNC banned out Underlord. Underlord was actually a major problem for them in that last game because they weren't able to actually take any team fights. Any team fight that had any chance of going awry, Admiral had that Underlord as a backup mechanism to make sure that they get out of that fight. And because they picked all these tanky heroes, like the Dusa, Razor, he built straight into tanky items as well, with like BKB, drums. They just couldn't kill anyone. They couldn't find any kills, and instead they just farmed the map. They farmed the map and they got picked off, and they just eventually lost the game. Now in this game, they're looking to make a change. They have a Nyx Assassin who can more readily set up ganks for them, Naga Siren, who can also reset the fight or get them out of bad scenarios if they overextend. And I wouldn't say TNC's draft was at all that bad. I actually gave them the draft advantage. They just didn't fully capitalize on the strength of their draft. Like Cuckoo's build was all weird. He went for an Agdams that doesn't really do anything, but enough about the last game. Admiral snag up the Dragonite here. That was TNC's third pick in the last game. Now Admiral gonna have that Razor Dragonite. This is the preferred duel for a lot of teams right now in the Southeast Asian region, specifically the Filipino teams. They like the Razor, like the Dragonite for the lane pressure they provide. Razor wins most of his lane matchups. Dragonite wins most of his lane matchups. What they can do all game, they're going to push out the lanes. Not many heroes can straight up contest them in lane, and a lot of them have been banned out, such as the Gyro, the OD, Tinker. So, very solid third pick here from Admiral. They're looking to just play a stable play style. They're like 6 games in today. Even more than that. How many games have they played? They've played 3 against TNC, 2 against Execration, just another 2 here. So this is their 7th game today, official. So they're just looking for something they're comfortable with, not really thinking out of the box. This is an important game for them. Clockwork working out for them in the last game. They're going to follow up the Dragonite pick with the Clockwork. TNC snagging up the Shadow Fiend. There's still a potential that Admiral might go for Shadow Fiend, run the Razor off lane or something like that. So TNC going to just get that Shadow Fiend for Armel. Shadow Fiend, Bane, fairly strong duo in the mid lane, able to secure his souls early on. And, you know, Shadow Fiend's not a bad matchup against Dragonite, but I don't think Dragonite completely gets destroyed either, even with the help of the Bane. He's fairly tanky. He has to get triple raised to actually die, so we'll see how that matchup plays out. Of course, there's going to be the Naga Siren roaming around the map, but right now we still don't know Raven's hero. Now, looking at his heroes, some have been banned out, including the Gyrocopter and the Terrorblade. Now, Phantom Lancer as well. Alright, so last game they picked the Luna. It didn't work out too well for them. She didn't have the best lane matchup against the Razor, even though they managed to shut the Razor out in the lane due to the Chen as well as the Earth Spirit. But that was a commitment of 3 heroes, and it didn't even shut down the Razor too hard. He was still able to get pretty decent last hits, and he just rotated out of the lane to the off lane and was able to do just fine there. Looking at other potential heroes for Raven in this game, it needs to be something that is dominant in laning stage. Now, how many of those carry heroes are left? A lot of them have been banned out already. Like, I don't think Lifestealer is that good of a pick. Actually, Lifestealer could be. They have Lifestealer Nyx. Of course, he's not very good against Razor Static Link, but against the rest of these heroes, he's not bad. Maybe Juggernaut. Juggernaut, I think, would be potentially the better option. So I think they do need somewhat of a strong laner. Something that definitely can't just get bullied out by a Clockwork randomly showing up, right? This is the way Admiral going to play the lanes. Like, they're going to try to get the most out of their Razor, the most out of their Dragonite, and they're just going to comb through the map, running from lane to lane, shoving it in. You know, not many heroes can just straight up contest a Razor Dragonite at these very early levels, and Dragonite can slowly chip down the tower and slowly just do damage, take every tier 1, and then gain map control. Oh, that's a hero I forgot about. It's the Lycan pick for TNC Pro Team. Now, he's still been picked up, as he was nerfed in 7.8, but he's still being picked up by a lot of teams. However, I feel like Lycan just doesn't match well against these heroes on the side of Admiral. Alright, they have Glimpse. They could always glimpse him back. He wastes a lot of time trying to run back to the fight, right? Because of how fast he's moving, he gets glimpsed back super far back. Now he has to waste all that ultimate duration to run back and actually do damage. They can always trap him in the cogs with a Clockwork. I mean, Clockwork will probably die. That's going to save the other heroes. Now, Dragonite's very tanky. Razor, if the Lycan tries to go onto him, he's just going to static link him, and Lycan has to back off. Otherwise, he's going to be doing no damage. The last pick for Admiral is going to be a Beastmaster. Again, fitting with that lane pressure playstyle that I said. They just want to split push the lanes in, push the towers, slowly chip them down, and then gain full map control advantage, right? Their pick-off potential is in the Clockwork as well as Disruptor, and eventually probably a Beastmaster with a Blink or a Shadow Blade, or a Dragonite with a Blink or a Shadow Blade, and eventually both. Now, this is Game 3 between TNC and Admiral. New team on the block. They had to play through the open qualifiers, but they're one game away from knocking TNC. Remember, TNC is the qualified team for DAC. They just qualified for a major, and they're one game away from getting knocked out by Admiral. So we'll see how this game goes. Let's do this, Cuckoo. He's hype. Good luck, says Tim's. Well, let's do the player intros here. As on the side of TNC, we got Tims on the Naga Siren, Sam H playing his signature Nyx Assassin. Armel is going to be on the Shadow Fiend. Cuckoo on Bane. Easy hero. Raven on the Lycan. What is going on? Okay, Benner. Alright, on the side of Admiral, we got Benner on the Dragonite. RR playing the Beastmaster. Gabby on the Razor, actually taking the mid position, and Demon is going to be on the Disruptor. One of his favorite heroes, honestly. So it's going to be a safe lane DK. They want the Razor up against the Shadow Fiend, which is the more favorable matchup. Sam H, ready to cut the creep waves. I wish we were friends still, says Demon. Looks like he's no longer a friend. Feels bad, man. That's a feels bad moment. Anyway, Boomback's gonna snag up the rune here. They already placed this ward here. They're probably gonna snag the creep wave. Now they're gonna do the next level play where one player snags the creep wave, then one player sits here and farms. What team did that yesterday? It was Fnatic, I think. I'm mixing up all the teams here. Oh, they're just gonna go for the standard cog block. Old meta. This is the new meta. It's gonna be a 2v2 in the mid lane, as it's mostly common now in this patch. Now 5 position is now the mid support. It's no longer a safe lane support. Safe lane just gets abandoned, and they have the 4 position to help them out. I deal with this creep wave shenanigans. And this is what I was talking about. Like, if Raven has a bad time, he doesn't hit his timings properly, like, what's gonna happen, right? Listen up. It's gonna be Raven with his Helm of the Dom, and he's gonna have Necrobook, but then he's gonna feel like he can't do anything other than split push. He's gonna feel worthless in team fights because he's either gonna get like glimpse back or like get stuck in the kinetic field or cogs or roared or something, and then a lot of his alteration is just wasted, and he's not really strong until he has level 2 ultimate and like level 3 Necrobook and like maybe like a BKB or something like that. And it's gonna be pretty difficult, honestly. It's really dependent on like how well Sam H can get ganks going. Like if both Armel and Sam H can kind of just work together, get a bunch of ganks off, kills on the map, it can make a lot of space for Raven to, you know, actually get online. But if Raven is forced to fight in this game, I'm going to call it, but I'm going to say TNC is actually going to lose this one if Raven's forced to fight. So we'll see how things play out. Anyway, right now he is getting dominated in lane by the Beastmaster Clockwork. It's actually not much they can do here. Beastmaster hits pretty hard. Not harder than Raven, but he does have the help from the Clockwork. He's going to even snag some kills on the Wolves here. Value CS. Gonna throw the axes as well. Just watch this lane. Now top lane is pretty much a farm trade as well. However, Nyx Assassin, it's not lasting the best. It's still going even. It's a little bit harder for Nyx to last it than a Beastmaster, of course, but who was it? It was what's his name? Saint De Lucas on Boom ID. I watched him on Nyx Assassin. Somehow he completely dominated a Lycan 1v1 in lane. It doesn't look like Sam H gonna be that type of player. As Cuckoo gonna get caught out in the mid lane by the cogs. He's gonna get his damage sapped, but tries to nightmare. Oh, the raise from Armel secures first blood. It ends up being a 1-for-1, but it's going to be in the favor of TNC, as I thought that Cuckoo was going to die first there for sure, but Armel saves the day with the long raise on to Boombacks. Cuckoo TP's right back to the mid lane. Bottom lane will be left as a 1 versus 1 for now. We're even going to get some comeback into the lane. Oh, misses a CS there. Tim's gonna go for a pull. RR contesting it. Whoops. Actually killed him. They slept him into a triple raise. Huh. Or double raise. Oh, that's what, like the Bane Shadow Fiend. You can always just sleep into double or triple raise. Easy. Well, usually you do double, right? Because you start with the small, medium, and then as they try to run away, you use the last raise if needed. So now it's going to be a pretty big advantage now for TNC in the mid lane. As you see the CS discrepancy. But again, Razor's a hero that can't afford to get kind of dumpstered. And he'll come back, but he needs some space. Now who's going to make that space for him? It's going to be RR. So RR has a good time right now. As long as they shut down Raven and they prevent Armel from snowballing too hard, they're going to be fine. You know, it doesn't matter that Gabby is completely getting destroyed. And they're actually committing a lot to help out Gabby. I don't know if that's the right decision or not, as Kuku currently invis, looking to maybe set up onto Gabby. But they're going to hold on for now. Oh, now there you go. It's going to be the sleep into the raises. They net him up as well. And it's going to be another kill for TNC. Getting lucky with that invis rune. Now they're looking for Raven, but he is level 5 and he has a ward. And they're going to know he has a ward as the creep just attack from behind the trees. Now, do they de-ward it in time? As it's expiring pretty soon. Oh, look at that sentry here. They actually managed to de-ward Admiral's ward, huh? They're not even pinging the ward or anything like that. So, I just don't care. Seems like they don't care ward. Ben-Hur, I mean, he's farming okay in the top lane. Not the best. But, look at RR. He's absolutely free farming. He's super farmed. Almost Sumail status in that game against Complexity, except he's not godlike at this point. Oh, there's Boombacks with the rotation onto Raven. Now, I don't know if he wants to trap Raven in the cogs. He took a ton of damage there. Is Raven just going to kill him? The net comes out. Raven's pretty slow. He tries to get the blocks with the wolves, but they're getting battery assaulted. It's affecting his micro. And now the cogs come out again. Will actually catch Raven on the outside. He's very lucky there. You know, they want to take out Tim's. It's going to glimpse him back. They need 2 more hits. But Raven is piling in the damage. RR with the magic wand will stay alive. Pops the salve, but it actually gets cancelled by something. I think the wolves. And they're going to go back and shrine. But Kuku comes in and actually secures the kill there. But he's all by himself. 1 versus 3. Or 1 versus 4. What is that even? Alright. He's battling. He couldn't get another brain salve. If we could have even stalled for longer there. He gets 2 kills. Kuku with the place. 2 kills on Bane. Worth it for sure. 2 solo kills. And he's level 5. Holy crap. And Armel is continuing to dominate in the mid lane. And again, top lane is just a farm trade. Nyx Assassin's actually, not farming as good as the Dragon Knight. No surprise there. As Dragon Knight is a pretty good hero with Breathe Fire and all that. Now, it's going to be a gank from RR and Boombacks. They really want to shut down Armel. So he's dominating the mid lane. There is Kuku waiting in the wings, but the roar comes out. And the cogs blocks Kuku inside. Sleep is used onto Gabby, but not going to be able to save Armel. And Kuku instead going to go down himself as well. It's going to be 2 kills there for Admiral. As I said, RR is the one responsible for making space, and that space if I've ever seen it. Now, bottom lane, Ben-Hur is going to push in as well. Okay. They killed Demon top, but that's not really that important, as Ben-Hur is doing a ton of damage here. It means that Demon isn't going to be able to get his level, so that's the main thing. So he's going to have a pretty slow level 6 because of that death. He'll TP right back though, and he's going to get this experience, so not even that delayed. In the mid lane, Armel and Kuku are back to defend, but no one's here to defend bottom, except for Raven and his creeps. He's actually forcing Ben-Hur back a little bit with his Thunderclap. And he's going to sick his units onto Ben-Hur, doing a decent amount of damage to him, but he's going to try to kill him with the fire. Creep barely lives. And Gabby trying to make a recovery in the mid lane. He's not doing too hot. I feel like if Gabby just did better in the mid lane, this game would be pretty easy for TNC, as Demon goes down once again, and this is slowing down his level 6 timing. Now for TNC, like, I didn't like their draft and their laning stage, but now they can easily win this game at this point. All they need is to just get decent pickoffs with the Nyx Assassin. When I say that, it's actually Nyx Assassin himself who's getting picked off, but he has the Vendetta. Actually just sneaks away. That space created is actually pretty big there, as he gets away, saves one of his teammates from being roared, and they also end up denying the bottom tower. They get that deny. Now again, Lycan really doesn't want to be involved this game. Against Admiral's heroes, he just wants to split push and, you know, show up here and there. And if he is to show up, he wants to show up in an ideal scenario where, you know, Sam H is scouting out for the perfect pickoff, where he'll go on to, let's say, like the Disruptor and just remove him from the fight real quick. Now, Smoke Gank from Admiral gets immediately popped by Sam H. He makes the plays there. He sneaks out onto the other side as well. That's more time wasted for Admiral, and not a major win, but a minor win there for TNC. Now, Raven rotated out of the bottom lane, a bit afraid of getting ganked. Gonna send himself as well as his creeps to the mid lane. But I don't know what the heck that camera was doing there. Just to chill out here, just get some farm, and he doesn't necessarily, again, want to play too much with his team. He just wants to get his farm up, get his necro books, and split push. Now Ben-Hur, along with some backup, going to be pushing in the mid lane. A lot of backup actually, as they have 4 heroes here, along with the catapult. Looks like TNC potentially looking to defend this. Raven sends a creep in. What is this creep coming from? Who has Helm of the Dom? What is... Am I crazy? Well, the roar comes out. They don't manage to kill anyone. They glimpse the Lycan away. That's what I was talking about. How did they have that creep? What? Oh, it's Beastmaster's creep. I'm like, where the heck did that creep come from? I'm so confused. I'm like, no, Lycan has Helm of the Dom. Okay. Makes sense now. Anyway, Gabby in the bottom lane, potentially in trouble, but Cuckoo couldn't catch up to him to set up. And after that engagement, TNC actually will be able to take the mid tower, while Admiral still have yet to claim it. It's quite on low HP, but TNC with the TPs did manage to defend it. Now Tim's, what the heck, you going for Radiance? He's like, alright, we're going late game. I'm buying Radiance, everyone. I'm gonna farm. Have fun. I don't know about that. Oh, there's gonna be a smoke gank from TNC. They're looking for some more blood here. Maybe onto this Dragon Knight who desperately wants his mid tower. But he's gonna smartly back off and allow his team to get into position. And then he can bait. However, he shows up a little bit too early. The hookshot comes out, but again, a little bit too early onto Armel. Didn't manage to cancel the Fiend's Grip, and it turns out to be a 1-for-1. Now Tim's TP's in with the Song of the Siren, allows Cuckoo to get out safely. Now, what is Demon doing? What is your boy Jimmy doing? He's hiding in the trees. He's still not level 6 yet. I think Admiral will finally be able to finish off the tower. It might realistically get denied here. You're gonna toss the net onto Cuckoo. Tower incredibly low. Probably just gonna focus it down. They get the deny there. That was a big commit for Admiral. They trade 1-for-1 and they don't even get the mid tower. Well, they do get it, but they don't get most of the gold for it. Now Demon's still sitting top, waiting for his level 6, and he will have it now. I gotta crack my back there, I'm sorry. Alright, now what is happening here with Admiral? I mean, I favored them in the draft, but they kind of flubbed the mid lane really hard. I did not expect them to lose the mid lane the way they did, and actually hurting them as their Viper, or not their Viper, their Razor is just a detriment to the team right now. I mean, he's coming back slowly, but if you look at his net worth, it is slowly. Oh, there's a hook shot onto Cuckoo. Sam H was also caught in the crossfire, getting pushed back by the cogs, and do end up getting a kill there onto Cuckoo, but it's going to be as a trade, as Boombax is going to fall as well. Now Ben-Hur makes his rotation in. Now Tim's does have no Song of the Siren. He's already used it. Now the Static Storm coming out, catching out the Nyx Assassin. He will go down. That's what I was talking about. Raven, if he can show up to a fight like this, where it's kind of scattered, he comes out a little bit later in the fight, and picks off the Disruptor first and goes for the other heroes. It's great for him, and he gets a double kill there. And this is huge for TNC. The lone survivor is RR. That's the type of fight that Raven shows to, and he's showing that he's not going to be affected by the fact that Admiral does have some pretty decent heroes for him against him, but he's just that farmed, and now he's going to have Necro 2. Now the scary part for Lycan is going to end after that. It's actually quite troubling for Admiral to try to win this game from that point. As just comparing the farms and like how much impact Razor can actually have in this game now, it's actually pretty bad. Like Armel has a 4-staff now, so they don't care too much about the clockwork. Sam H already in with the rotation, has the Midas, so he can scale. RR, I mean, doesn't have bad farm at all. He has pretty decent farm, actually more farm than Sam H. But eventually Sam H is gonna out farm with the Midas as well as some extra pickoffs. Speaking of that, he finds stun here onto Boombax, but no follow-up. Means that Boombax just walks out. Now, we haven't been talking too much about Tims, but he actually is committing to the Radiance. It seems. He hasn't bought anything yet, not even Tranquils. He has Radiance straight up queued. It's actually insane. That's how TNC feel their position in this game. They just want to secure it. Again, Lycan is not a very good hero this game. In the common sense of what he wants to do, you know, is just you know, owning these early team fights and take towers. More so in this game, he needs to split push. And Gabby just dies mid. Lanes are all pushing in here. Lycan almost taking a tier 2. Like, this is the split pushing that he's gonna do and he needs to do. They catch him in the static storm, but he turns into a wolf, takes the tower, and is just gonna run away. And this is a major win for TNC now. What the heck happened top? There's... Okay, they take a tower, but was that worth the trade? I believe not. They lose one hero. They lose 2 towers. And they don't get anything in return other than a tier 1. Now Raven already having Necro 3. Like, he is on track right now. You know, remember what I was saying? Like, the scary part when he's only has level 1 ultimate with only like level 1 or 2 Necro, that's gone. He's online now. Level 3 Necro, level 2 ultimate, the lower cooldown, more crit damage, and he actually can just run straight onto Disruptor. And if he doesn't kill Disruptor because he gets Glimpse, he'll just kill Disruptor with his minions. And of course, they have that Purge as well with the level 3 Necro. So they're going to be able to slow targets themselves. Now, Admiral going to make, I would say, the desperate play of trying to go for Roshan here. And will it work out? They don't have much time. Scan comes out and it spots out Boombax. And I think TNC might suspect that Admiral is ganking. So they might actually get away with this. But what they actually can get out of this Roshan, I'm not quite sure. As they're definitely not strong enough to push at this point. But it might allow them to secure some map control, get more farm. We'll see. As Boombax spots out Sam H in the top lane. Lycan gonna push in bottom. Has a huge creep army, and with the How, he's gonna take a tier 3. Even gonna commit the ultimate. He's gonna run onto Demon. Demon, you're in trouble, dude. Net it up. Necro 3 has the Purge to follow up as well. Demon gonna die literally just to Lycan's units I was talking about. And then he's gonna deal some unhealable damage. Get the courier to get the courier. Aw, come on. Alright, this unhealable damage onto the range racks. Now on the top lane, Sam H looking at Boombax, misses the stun, and Boombax strolls out. Okay. Okay. Gabby, I mean, he is... It's not like he's not impactful in this game, right? He's contributed a third of the... 2/3 of the kills. But he just lost mid so hard. He just couldn't really do what he needed to. Like, RR had a good lane, but then he was unable to transition that into anything. And Ben-Hur is having a pretty quiet game as well, and they smoked directly on a ward. Directly on a TNC ward. Now, we gotta be sure TNC saw that. And look at Tims. he's had a free game. He can do whatever he wants, and he's buying a Radiance. This feels like Owie at TI5, where he's just like, yo, Tims, you need to actually play this game? Nah, you can do your own thing, buddy. We got it handled. Armel with the Shadow Blade, just standing here to break any smokes. And the smoke completely misses him. Instead, they're looking to go for the Naga because that was the only hero showing on the map. Now, Tim's currently looking to split his illusions, and it's going to spot out TNC completely. Or not TNC, Admiral. Oh, and there's Raven coming in with the wolf form. Gonna eat Boombacks alive. He actually manages to hook outside, but Raven still gets the kill there with his creeps. Now Roar gonna be used onto Raven, but he's just gonna be saved by the song. Now they're gonna channel the Requiem onto Demon, and perfectly timed there. Demon just gets deleted. Now the Aegis will fall, and Gabby is just sleeping on the job. They're gonna save him for later. Oh no, Samich accidentally hit the Nightmare, puts himself to sleep. Now Gabby might survive because of that. Oh no, they get the stun. They have the Brain Sap as well. The double raise. Oh, the raise. Okay. Armel waiting for his raises. That's raise 1. That's raise 2. Not gonna get raise 3, and it wasn't enough either way. But another team fight victory there for TNC, and they back off, getting most of their heroes out alive. Now, I think this is just a case of TNC being the better team. Admiral looked lost because their strategy was meant to come online, but it never came online. They lost the laning stage too hard, and this is exactly what TNC do. A couple of good ganks there onto the DK, as well as Razor set them back far enough that most importantly, Demon as well. I said the kills out of Demon didn't matter, but they slowed him down significantly. He died multiple times in the top lane. He didn't get his level 6 until like 14 minutes or something like that. And Admiral just couldn't play aggressive while they were strong, and now they're in a very, very bad position where Tims has a Radiance. Where's the courier? Tims has a Radiance. Oh my god. I mean, 10k net worth advantage here for TNC. I mean, if this game goes late, they have a Radiance Naga, but I feel like the Radiance Naga is just an extra at this point. Like, they don't need it, but the fact that they have it just even more so secures their win in this game, as Illusions eventually will start doing Naga things, and Admiral will be completely prevented from removing their own base. Oh, Ben-Hur gonna be trying his best to buy towards the BKB. He really needs it, and most of the magic damage and stuns coming out from TNC. He's okay to tank a lot of physical damage, but the magic damage is really a killer. However, keep in mind he still has to play it against the Fiend Script as well as the net. So BKB is not truly the answer to everything in this game. Now looking at Raven, he is level 16 with AC on the Q. So he's looking to close out the game. That's what that tells me. Not with kills, but with just straight up pushing, ratting. Gabby TP's the mid lane, was a bit afraid of what might happen to him. He does a halberd, by the way, so that's a counter to Lycan there. Not only with the evasion, but of course the active, canceling his auto attack. Now, RR, I mean, he's farming up to the best of his ability. He's actually still quite farmed, but if you look at Tims, he is 8.3k net worth on the support Naga Siren, transitioning into Radiance Cancer. And it's actually keeping Admiral at bay. The fact that all the waves are being pushed in like this by the Lycan, by the Naga, is just giving them free reign to do whatever they want on the map. Because if the Kree waves are pushing in constantly, the enemy has to defend them. Otherwise, your smokes are all going to fail. Because if you try to smoke with the creeps hitting your tower, 1, you're going to be losing all this farm and gold. 2, you're really indicating that you're probably ganking if you're not defending your towers, so the enemy team can just back off, dodge you completely. Now, the better play they could make is they'll actually predict where you're going with your smoke and just walk to the other side of the map instead of just trying to just hide under a tower or like the base or something like that. But at this point, I mean, I can't call it for TNC winning it quite yet, but it's definitely very close. They get their BKBs, they get next Roshan, and that could be it. Now, the good thing for Admiral is they have a pretty good team fight for Roshan, so we'll see how it turns out. I'm pinging out something right now. I think it's, I don't know what that was. Roshan spawning in 1 to 3 minutes. Gabby's made somewhat of recovery after off the laning stage. It's actually pretty impressive. He's getting a lot of farm on this Razor. Again, TNC don't really have the best pick-off lineup. As I say that, they literally just pick off someone. GG. Gabby's close to his BKB. He still needs the recipe. Or the Mythril Hammer, actually. Though they do hit a timing on the side of Admiral with a double BKB. But again, the BKB doesn't even matter that much, as potentially Lycan can get a net creep, and they do have Fiend's Grip and net. So BKB might end up being a detriment potentially, because if they pop BKB, the song can come out, and then they can just net him or Fiend's Grip to solo focus. Sam H gonna get caught out here, but he does get the Spike Carapace stun onto Gabby, which keeps him alive. They get the stun onto Armel, but the hook shot is going to come in. Ben-Hur doesn't have BKB anymore. The sleep comes out, trying to save Armel's life, and Armel will get away with the Force Staff. Meanwhile, Lycan is ratting. That's what he's doing. They will try to glimpse the Naga back, and they will be successful in doing so, but in the meantime, they are losing their mid-racks, or tier 3. And they already lost the Raxer too. They lost the Rax. That is it. So I was talking about the split pushing Lycan is working out. He built the AC again, not to fight, but to take structures, and he was definitely successful there. Sam H and Armel scouting out the 2 strongest heroes in terms of kill potential on the side of TNC, and they will get themselves a kill there onto RR. Now BKB up for the Shadow Fiend. And that's going to be a huge pickup. They still need a lot of time for TNC to throw this game back, because I don't even know if that's even possible though. There's a freaking Naga Siren. So like, even if you get to Dragon Knight maxed out, Razor maxed out, if TNC have buybacks, they're going to be able to defend every time. Now, the one caveat is they don't have buybacks. They potentially can go for a straight throw, and it could work out. Razor would need a BKB or a BKB shard, but that would actually seal the deal there. But TNC get themselves a DD rune with this 5-man smoke. This is potentially game-winning play right now. Alright, Jimmy Ho. 1 second you were there, 1 second you were gone, but at least he got his ultimate cast off. They get the roar there onto the Lycan, which should be huge. They're focusing down Raven. He's still alive for now. The Fiend's Grip onto Ben-Hur. All of his mana is burned. Armel with the right clicks onto the high ground. Won't manage to finish off Ben-Hur. Now they're going to go for Gabby, but he has his BKB, and I think that TNC have to back off. They're going to go for the Shrines. Somehow Raven managed to survive there. So it turned out to be not too bad, I guess. They didn't lose anything that major. But still, I can't call it here for Admiral. I don't know what they do at this point. Like, their draft was very dependent on laning stage, and let's just say they didn't have the best laning stage. And Gabby is just saying GG. Are they done? I mean, they won't call GG until the throne's dead. I'm assuming this is the last game. This is their last chance. And they did come back from a 1-game deficit, but doesn't look like TNC care too much about that. They get a solid strategy in this game, and they're able to execute it well. It's going to be Roshan being attempted by Admiral, but I doubt this can turn out successful. Naga Siren is ready with the song. She might just wait. The illusions are coming in, showing that TNC know. And if they were smart right now on the side of Admiral, they would just back off, but it doesn't seem like they care. They're just going for it. Well, what the heck's happening? Inside TNC's base, they're raxing them. They're like, yo, you can have Roshan, guys. We'll get Mega Creeps. They're actually getting Mega Creeps, and they're stalling Roshan as well. The song kept everyone in place, so they couldn't TP back. They're losing their melee racks top. The stun onto Boombacks. They've burnt his mana. Armel just going to TP away. Has the Shadow Blade, but they will actually manage to punish him with the Roar. And what is this? Demon's dropping his items. Alright. They didn't get... oh, okay. They just called GG. They're done. This anticlimactic game as shit. But that's going to be it. Admiral, they're out of the tournament. TNC continue onward. And they're going to make it to the playoffs of the group stage. Okay. That just happened. Alright. Alright. I mean, their draft wasn't even bad. Just what happened. Alright, Raven got sufficiently shut out. But then they just lost mid so hard that Armel took over the map. Demon just fed a lot. Recovered just win, says Demon. Feels bad, man. I mean, Gabby actually made a good recovery, but it doesn't matter. Just didn't have plays. Alright. They just needed to go stable mid too. The fact that the mid wasn't stable is a huge deal, honestly. Because then he spent all this, like, Ben-Hur also ended up dying a couple times. I mean, regardless of the strategy, right, they needed to play kind of good lanes. But that's why they picked these heroes. So Ben-Hur had a good lane, but he didn't turn it into anything. Gabby had an awful lane. But, like, I don't know, like, Demon was, like, not level 6 until 13 minutes. And that's what lost him the game, in my opinion. He needed his ultimate. They needed to be able to fight together, and they just couldn't. And then by the time he got his ultimate online, like, Lycan was strong enough to two-shot him. And they just lost that one fight bottom, and it was like, GG there. Well, that's going to be it. It's going to be 2-1 TNC win. I don't know if there's more games to cast. If there's no good pubs, I think I might just... Is this a good pub? Might be a good pub. The pub is more exciting than this game, man. It's XCN. You got Play Hard. He's not on Geek Fam anymore. He kicked him. Why is he still Geek Fam? Is that him? Does he have a family? Is that his baby? Is that why he got kicked? Alright. We're casting some C pubs. We got Skemberlu in this game. Alright, might be casting 1 or 2 games here. Who's in this game? Show me. Show me Dota 2. Who is in this game? They're not showing me. Feels bad. Feels bad. Na'Vi? New Na'Vi? Cast New Na'Vi? Dota Asia Championships? Alright, I just want to see who's in this game. Oh, they're showing me. Oh, Death Sama's in this game. Alright, I'm casting this. He's on my team. Right, casting Death Sama. Jimmy might be kicked again. Who knows? Casting C pubs. Alright. I'll cast like 1 or 2 games. And I gotta go get something to eat. Hold on, I gotta do something real quick. Gotta do something real quick. We can chill. This is where we chill. What was that? What was that? Thank you for the subscription, Omar Abdullah. Wow. Alright, we're casting C pubs, guys. This is, you might have watched me cast C pubs, but C pubs are hype. We got Rams in this game. We got PG Barracks, Rams. We got Death Sama. We got a bunch of other people. We got Skemberlu in this game. Who else? We got Rappy. We got Detonator player. I forgot who this guy is. Someone. This guy's ranked 88. Someone, Vivian Wing. I don't know who that is. Bomaye. That guy sounds familiar. Or that's just maybe a familiar saying or something. Who is this? Is this a Vietnamese player? Or is that his girlfriend? His girlfriend? Is it actually a girl? I don't know. Alright, hold on. I'm getting distracted. What was I doing again? Okay. I gotta update my stats page real quick. So we got Death Sama. It's on Team Flash. Team Flash. Team Flash Death Sama himself. No, he's up and coming, man. You guys, alright. I'm gonna tell you guys, you're gonna see Death Sama at a TI. Trust me. He's learning fast, man. He's a 200 IQ player. He has the power of anime, like Eternal Envy. Alright, we're back. Alright, what's going on here? What are the drafts? Look at these dirty pickers, man. Alright, Death Sama Puck. We got Rams on the Queen of Pain. Now, Rams is known for dominating C pubs all the time. He's an Indonesian player, plays for PG Barracks. He always try-hards. Favorite hero to play in pubs is Queen of Pain. Looks like we got the Vietnamese Lycan. Oh yeah, I was also looking up who is Vivian. Is she like a singer or someone girlfriend? I searched Vivian. Oh, it's no one famous. A lot of Vivians. That's such a common Vietnamese girl name, so can't even say. That is such a common name. Good luck, TNC. Alright, we're casting C pubs now. This is no longer TNC. TNC won, guys. Casting C pubs. TNC won. They're in the playoffs. Happy for them. Alright. Who else is here? This is a detonator player from the Philippines. Right. Oh, Skemberlu and Rappy. Okay, I remember now. Alright, what is happening in this game? We got a Juggernaut safe lane. Skemberlu support? Skemberlu support, okay. He actually supports a lot in his pubs, I think. Sometimes his name is like, I play support. It's weird, because he's a carry player for Geek Fam. We got Nani on the Treant Protector. We got the double melee goon supports. Yeah, TNC won already, guys. They won 2-1 against Demon. The Demon's gonna get kicked. The pizza party. Back to America. And anyway, it's gonna be a fight over the rune here. This is gonna be a crazy fight. A 3v2 all melee. Oh, Tinker getting in the fray. Oh, they want to kill 2 Love, but Jeth, he's falling down low. The freaking Astral Spirit OP. Treant runs around the trees. He wants to get a punch off. One last punch. One more attack. They need one more attack, but Treant goes down as well. Vivian Nguyen going in deep for the kill. Oh, she might just kill Tinker as well. Or it's probably a guy. I don't think it's a girl. Oh, the Ice Shard's blocking Tinker. What is going on? Tinker, isn't he mid? Yo, dude, get to your lane. Oh, the courier comes in with the salve delivery. And now he's going to TP. He makes it there as well, but now he has to use salve, and he missed the whole first wave. That's not worth it. Now it's Lycan versus Timber. Jeth, is he fine? He's fine. He's fine. Make it happen. Gonna make it happen. In this top lane, this hero's pretty strong, especially against all melees. It's very strong. Oh, the heck was that? That was not a value Astral Spirit at all. He literally puts it on the creep wave, pulls it right back. You love these C pubs. Still fighting. They're still fighting top. We got 2 mangoes on Timbersaw. Must be the bonus hero for this week. We got Nani in the trees, looking for opportunity, but make it happen. He's not value his Astral Spirit at all. He literally puts it out, pulls it back immediately for maximum like speed of buff, but doesn't maximize his damage or speed at all. What did I even just say there? But it's 3 heroes are gonna club down the Timbersaw. And he pops the Fairy Fire. Now the Stomp comes out from Make It Happen. The Courier casually walks in, but Vivian with the wand delivery manages to stay alive. However, Jeth will die. This is Dota 5. Dota 5. Looks like a freaking WWE Royal Rumble in this top lane. The 5 melee heroes just punching each other for 2 minutes straight. This is all we need to watch. Who cares this bottom lane? Like, what is Death Sama doing? He's actually doing pretty okay. But back in the top lane, we're watching Dota 5. A new WWE pay-per-view called Dota 5 in this top lane. Or what? Just solo killed Queen of Pain with a DD rune. But there's a snowball. Timbersaw taking some damage. The trees are all cut here. Make it happen. Going in. Gets another kill there. Now what the heck? That damage on the Whirling Death. All of their strength is gone. Now Make It Happen wants to make it happen and get a triple. But he only can get 2. What happened? Did freaking Rams actually get solo killed? Oh, a snowball onto Make It Happen. Timbersaw is here. Gets a Whirling Death onto everybody. Looks like Elder Titan is dead for sure. Oh, they're taking a lot of damage in return. Surprised he even levels up wolves here. Surprised he doesn't go for a howl. Buff up everyone. They're gonna fight this much. What do wolves do in this lane? Oh, Death Sama, he's just he's like on his own world right now. Just playing Puck versus Venge, getting zoned out. Feels bad. Queen of Pain is winning in CS, but she got solo killed because of a DD. You know, top lane, they're like looking to dive or something here. Timbersaw sitting behind the tower now. Timbersaw at some point is gonna sit here and just kill everyone. Once he gets level 6, he's gonna cut through the trees now. What the heck? Okay, gets a solo kill there onto the tree ant. Cut him down like he's one of the trees. That is true hatred there. Now, who is this guy? It's Rappy. Rappy from Happy Feet. Tree ant's back for revenge. Timbersaw is quite low. Has a soul ring on the way. Make it happen. Has 2-2 build. Is ready for some action. These wolves actually just giving him more damage when he calls the spirit back. He's gonna go in. He wants the maximum damage now. He wants the maximum damage. There you go. He's gonna get the extra damage there. Plus 66. One hit. Oh, Tree ant goes invis. There's a pole here. Oh, Timbersaw doesn't care. He has a soul ring delivered on the courier. He's tanking the tower. Now, Tusk did make a rotation out, looking to kill the Tinker, but he's not successful in doing so. Tinker will survive. Meanwhile, back at the top lane, Make It Happen gets a stop onto Vivian Wing, and now he's in trouble, but it doesn't look like they can dive under the tower as Timbersaw doesn't have mana. So they're just gonna tank here. Now, Timbersaw is playing with fire a little bit, but they're not gonna go for him for some reason. Instead, Lycan just gonna farm. Well, in the mid lane, Tinker does end up dying. What's happening in the bottom lane? Why is the battle music constantly playing? It's a real question there. They do end up taking out the Lycan. Does this stop? Jeth? Oh, it's gonna cut off, Make It Happen. He gets a stomp. Oh, the ice shards come out as well. They will be able to kill him. He pops the magic stick. He's gonna be okay for now. Goes to the high ground. What is he doing? What is he stop? Oh, what? Bait? Bait the TP from the Vengeful Spirit to sleep onto Jeth, but Rams is here. Rams wants to kill. This might be a double kill for Rams. A snowball stalling for time. Good game, well played. Oh, there comes Rams with a DD rune. That's a double kill for him. No one gets stunned. I never learned. Scamberloo surviving for now, but it's going to dive under the tower, committing the Sonic Wave for that. That's going to be a double kill. Okay, I'll TP back to the mid lane. Now, Timbersaw in the top lane, almost having his level 6, and from then he'll be really strong. Now, that music finally ends there. It played the full duration as Tinker gonna get caught out. The sleep hits onto Rams, and he doesn't have another blink, so Tinker actually once again survives. Instead, he's gonna go on to Make It Happen. He was level 5, by the way. Level 5. Beaumaye. Free farming in the bottom lane. There's only so much a Puck can do. Death Sama is not doing bad. I feel like could have went for more stats and actually contested CS more instead of this Orb of Venom. I don't know. I feel you go Orb of Venom when you're looking for kills, not to lane. But it's gonna be a rotation coming in from Jeth. The game will finally slow down as Vivian actually went for the wolves to go jungle. As Timber is gonna take over the top lane, this tower to fall. We do have the 1 kill per minute quota for Southeast Asian Dota. So here's some rockets. Now, Dire is a little bit behind in that kill quota. He needs to better get some kills real quick. As Radiant is sure looking for them. They want more as the smoke gank was coming on to mid. Ram is gonna defend top. Treant is just here chilling. He's not doing much other than that. game finally will slow down a little bit. Bomaye spinning the wave to flash farm a little bit, going for the Battle Fury. Oh, the spin wasted. They're just gonna go on to him. They get the silence. He does have Omni Slash. Might use it. No, just ends up dying. Alright. That's why you don't randomly spin for efficiency. You definitely regretted that one. What is Rams doing? He's cutting the creep wave. Takes a ton of damage from the Timber, but he's not gonna back down. He's a man with no fear. They got the tree protector here, but Timber definitely doesn't die. He's gonna receive some tree armor as well. You have to play, or you have to buy the TI-7 compendium. You can't get it anymore. I have it turned on because it lowers my FPS, and I've been lagging in my cast because it doesn't have water. You think it would make you have less FPS, but it actually gives you more FPS for some reason if you play on the highest settings. Rams is just dealing with the Timbersaw top. I mean, it's not, no one's gonna die there, so it looks like we're gonna slow down on our kills a little bit. Skem still not level 6 yet on the Vengeful Spirit. I wonder what next year is gonna be though, because every year they make a new one, or this year I guess, 2018. TI-8 in 2018, it's gonna be the lava. It's gonna be the lava. Oh, make it city. That would be sick. It'd be like a city theme map. But like that would make sense, because what would the trees turn into? Freaking skyscrapers? Oh, they're gonna go for a kill here onto Bomaye. He's gonna go down. It's his second death already. This Jug player, not very good. All he's doing is hitting creeps, and he's not aware of these ganks. Now Vivian Wing is gonna turn into a wolf for nothing. Tried to kill someone there, didn't work out. Tinker almost having Boots of Travel. Rams in the meantime is free farming this top lane. Has Veil completed. Bottom lane, there's gonna be a fight. Make it happen. Looking to go in, but it's 1v3. Takes down everyone quite low, but doesn't have follow-up necessary to actually get a kill. Now, who's actually favored now? I don't even know. His score is very even. I mean, comparing the drafts, I would say Rena has the better draft, but you never know. Like, this Lycan can just go off. That's the thing with Lycan. Like, if Lycan free farms for too long, he just goes off. But if he dies too much, he's just useless. It's like he's on a knife's edge, you know? He either just owns or suddenly just feeds all the time. But looks like he's doing pretty well. As they catch out the Timbersaw, it's a big kill. Rams gets it as well. Tinker has Boost of Travel now. Jug working on his Battle Fury. We'll have the Perseverance now. Treants level 6. Went for the 2-2-1 build. Okay, nothing too out of the ordinary. And they're gonna continue to put pressure on this Jug. I don't know what Jug is still doing down here bottom. I feel like can make use of his time better a little bit, as he hasn't been farming too well. Like, he was doing very well in CS, and he had to play against enemy heroes all of a sudden. He just didn't know what to do. Well, Timber gonna be pushing in mid lane. He doesn't want to go top anymore. Like, why does no one want to go top? They have all their wards top, but they're playing bottom. It makes really no sense here. And I think it's going to result in them feeding. So we'll see what actually happens. It's a little bit too early to say. Death Sama, he's making the calls or something as they snowball into the Tinker. Like, alright, yeah, go bottom for what? And that's Tinker dead. And they're going to get the tower as well now. If you guys didn't know, Lycan's pretty good against Tinker, by the way. Is, you know, he might have March and stuff to kill his creeps, but if he ever gets on top of him, he pops Howl. Like, he actually kills Tinker real fast, and Laser doesn't do crap, right? Because you have so many units. Like, you're gonna laser the Lycan, but the units will still do so much damage. Tusk getting caught out. He snowballs to buy for time. We'll snowball the Queen of Pain in for some reason. That's not really necessary. They're nice ice shards, but the Jug will be there to cut him off. Oh, Death Sama in a lot of trouble here. It's going to go down to the Timber Chain. And now, what the heck? The Sonic Wave coming out brings Bomaye down low. The Treant gets cut to pieces. And it's going to be a pretty good win there for the Radiant team. Now Rams going on to Skem, but I don't think he can get the kill. Bottom lane, what's going on? Lycan takes a tower, but he gets taken out as a response. Bunch of TP rotations. Tinker gets a kill there onto the Necro unit. So much gold. He goes back to base. Rams building into the Orchid. Much needed item against the Timbersaw as well as the Jug. I wonder if he's going to go for the Manta. Well, he's not going to have it anytime soon. Probably won't have it for another 10 minutes or something. Tinker about halfway to his Blink Dagger. Rams is absolutely owning. Let's open the net worth. Yeah, he's definitely at the top. Lycan did die there, but not doing too bad himself either. Mid lane, gonna get pressured by Rams. Has an Invis rune. Now, looking at Radiant's draft here, again, I'm still gonna favor them, but they have an initiation problem, I gotta say. Whereas Dire has a puck, so their initiation is pretty good. Timbersaw still looking to pressure the mid lane. Oh, Lycan's just farming. Wants to just get that Necro 3. Now, who's going to make the space here? It's probably Queen of Pain. Rams already looking to make some space with this Invis rune. Maybe looking for a pick off on someone. As Invis, just be careful of these sentries. He's going to walk into one now, and he's going to get pinged out. But Timbersaw will secure the mid tower. Top lane defended by the Tinker, and game is slowing down just a little bit, but it's C Dota, so we can expect some crap going on very soon. As looks like they want blood here on the Puck, but they can't kill Puck. Just can kill the creeps. Treant spotting the Tinker TPing in. The Courier delivering some null talismans, or one null talisman and some clarities. Lycan still wanting to farm up. I mean, he's like, I don't want to fight yet. Let me get my Necro. I need my Necro. Jeth actually pretty close to Spirit Vessel, and that's very big. Spirit Vessel, pretty decent counter to Timbersaw, preventing all of his regen from reactive armor. Ooh, I get the root there onto Beaumaye, but he just spins it off. They got Puck silence, but I don't think they could actually kill him. The orb forward, gonna blow up the creep wave, blink back. Now they're drawing a line towards Lycan. They want to take out Vivian, but can they though? Is Necro 2 coming? And they don't have the best initiation in the world, either Echo Stomp or Venge Stun. Now Vivian gonna snag the catapult, and realistically she can just ult and run and even just send the units onto like the Venge or someone like this. Oh, this might be an overextension, or it might just be him killing everyone. Dodges the Echo Stomp. He actually kills the creep, so it's gonna kill himself. Now Rams is making the rotation. Value ultimate there from the Lycan. However, the Lycan may be in trouble now as Timbersaw is pursuing, and it's gonna end up being a 2-for-1 trade. Rams, where are you headed? Blinking in pretty aggressively, taking a ton of damage from the Tinker. Rams is forced to blink out, and what the heck with the plays? Alright, Treant died there. Who cares? Look at that. Did you see that? The Courier is dead. That was Jug's Battle Fury. That's Jug's Battle Fury on the Courier, killed by Death Soma. That's why I say this guy's gonna play at a TI, man. He's next level. He's so good. This Jug, I don't know who this Jug is, but this Jug's definitely not good. You're on the same rank as this Jug. I'm the same rank as this Jug, guys. Why is he carrying this game instead of Skemberlu? Skemberlu's rank 60. He stole carry from Skemberlu. This guy's getting reported after this game. That's worth the report. What is this? Make it happen? A warning? This guy's trying his best. He's gonna get the stomp here onto Jeth. What the heck was that? Started the animation for Walrus Punch. We just put to sleep. Now Vivian farming the top lane, going for Pipe to deal with the Tinker. Now Pipe's actually OP because you can just pipe his units, have them survive the march, and then just run them on the supports or Tinker. It's pretty good. But Nani, punching battle with Make It Happen, but he has some backup here, and the Walrus Punch comes out. He's gonna show him how to punch there. Well, I guess Elder Titan doesn't actually punch. He uses a blunt weapon. Timbersaw also. And what does Timbersaw do? He kind of claps you, slaps you with his claw. The heck, Tinker? Well, Tinker picked off by Death Sama and Vivian. This is not a good Tinker game. They have so much damage, and he gets caught out. He's insta-dead. And speaking of insta-dead, so is his Venge. This is a double kill for Vivian. And they're going to take the tower as well. Oh, they see the Timber too. And they have the Spirit Vessel for him. They might actually be able to finish off the kill here. They don't have the Snowball to close the gap. They're going to have to let him go away. He's fairly tanky with the Hood as well as the Bloodstone. Oh, now he gets Yules up in the air. They might have what it takes for him. They just need to get the Spirit Vessel on top. Walrus Punch. They don't get the Walrus Punch. They miss the Sonic Wave. However, Make It Happen gets caught in the crossfire and he will go down. And they get the tower there as well, right? Rams has the Orchid now. He's quite farmed. Who's Raw Dota Fan? Raw Dota Fan is online. Who is this? Their freaking profile picture. Alright, Jug finally has his Battle Fury and a Yasha. His Courier was dead. I mean, he's the least farmed hero. Death Sama's almost more farmed than him. He stole carry from one of the best carries in Southeast Asia right now. Or one of the carry players from the best teams in Southeast Asia. I mean, if that doesn't deserve a report, I don't know what. But I'm gonna see a short pause here. I'll figure out if I want to cast a real game next. Who wants to see a real game cast? There's like some South American crap going on right now. You want to see some South American games? I'll cast a single South American game. So how are the other C-Pups looking like? Who's playing right now? I want to know. If there's like Envy and stuff, but like these players are not known, man. I want to see your Boom IDs, you know. You're freaking in your dreams, your dream of shelves. Where are they? You got Alacrity. You got Bach. That's it. I might cast some other stuff here. There's a Na'Vi game going on, isn't it? Or is that over? Anyway, back to the game here. Smoke from Radiant team. They're looking for something here. They're gonna find a Tusk. Just a Tusk. He gets caught by the stun. Is he gonna live? What the heck? He traps himself in a prison. Ends up dying there. Space created. Lycan wolf form. Oh, it's fast. The units are what is he? You run. Whoa, there's gonna be a big ult here from the Treant. It's a 3-man ultimate. Lycan's in. Omni Slash onto nothing. What the heck? Jug reported. And he kills the Necro unit as well. Alright, that's value though. He got the gold. It's okay. He has heals. Timbersaw. Oh, what the heck is this? Tinker's TP'd literally into a silence. Oh wait, Vivian is in trouble. Gets swapped back in. No Omni Slash though. But Dream Coral onto 4 heroes. Jug gonna spin out of it. GG. GG, says Elder Titan. Death Sama back in with the silence. Rams want to make a play here. They're just kiting them. And Death Sama heading straight to the Crete Wave. Looking to cut it. It's going for Dagon. Some quality puck gameplay. Oh, Walrus Punch onto the Timbersaw. Gonna get healed up by the Treant Protector, but now Tinker is in. The Snowball delays for a little bit. Rams comes in, will silence up the Timbersaw. They need to cast the Spirit Vessel. No Spirit Vessel. GG. Timbersaw will go in. Finishes off the kill. Tinker blows up Rams as well. Whoops. And Jug heads right into Roshan. They got the minus armor to go with it. Death Sama being so annoying here on the puck. But oh, just be careful of the Tinker. Oh, gets the blink forward. Has Dagon clarities now. Roshan getting worked on by the Radiant team. Should be a easy Roshan. They definitely messed up there. The Lycan should have just backed off when he didn't have ultimate. It kind of walked back in, got swapped in. It was pretty bad for them there. Now they give away Roshan, and the game is evened out. 18-19. Some pretty clowny gameplay for sure so far. Well, Juggernaut has farm now. He's made it back onto the net worth charts. Still behind the Lycan, but just barely, very slightly behind. Vivian has the pipe now to deal with the Tinker, but he's in a lot of trouble here on this Lycan. Oh, Juggernaut, he has Omni Slash, but it's too tanky, and he's gonna back off. Meanwhile, Death Sama is cutting the creep waves. Is this his own ward? I think it's his own ward. No, it's Nani's ward. Kills the courier again. What's going on here? They're just backdooring the tower. Lycan pushing out the mid lane. They're pushing out top as well. Mid tower taking a ton of, or bottom tower taking a ton of damage here. As Timbersaw. He's quite fat. Quite a fat boy. 8 kills, 3 assists. Or 3 deaths, 8 assists. They get the tower. But the Lycan split pushing. Almost taking the tier 3. Almost taking a tier 3, but he's dead here. Oh no, he can TP now. TP away. Haha. Oh, Elder Titan got picked off here in the bottom lane by Rams. And now they're going to go for the Timbersaw as well. The Spirit Wrestle's on him. The Tusk needs to catch up. He's currently invis. And oh, Yule's into the air. He's going to suicide. Suicide. Oh, he stays. What the heck? Death Sama's still alive. He phase shifted the rockets. Now they're going to go for Tinker. He's out of mana. They need to stop him from blinking. No, he manages to blink away. Queen of Pain barely didn't manage to catch him. What's Jug doing here? Courier's dead again. Has to walk back to base to kill it. Not to kill it, to get his items. Lycan by an Assault Cuirass. I'm still favoring the Dire here. I'm favoring the Dire in this game. Radiant might have won that good fight, got Roshan, but it feels like it just doesn't matter. Death Sama's owning. He's owning. He's just dominating his bottom lane. He's constantly split pushing, killed the Courier twice, and they're catching out the Timber again, but Jeth, he's in a lot of trouble. Tried to block the Timber on the other side. Actually, just blocked them both together. You know, just die. What has this tree been doing? He's just been playing hard 5. This is the life of a hard 5. Death Sama has a Dagon. He has multiple Dagons. He's going to tee back to base to regen. Why is Vivian a wolf? Vivian is a wolf because he likes being a wolf. Timbersaw pressuring the top lane. Doesn't have backup, but backup is on the way. It's going to get spotted out by Nani. He's going to cast a slow there, but they have the gem on to make it happen. And he's going to actually shut down the... No, he gets away. Treant gets away. There's going to be a Dream Coil onto the Tinker. Tinker in trouble, but he blinks away. Okay, perfect timing. And Death Sama wants to catch him, but he can't. So no one ends up dying there. Death Sama sneaks out the other side. He's going to get spotted out by this Radiant Ward right now. And Skemberloo farming the mid lane. Lycan doesn't have ultimate yet. Needs that level 18 for the lower cooldown. Radiant just looking to play aggressive. They still have the Aegis on Jug. They're going to go for it. Onto the Lycan. Yules him into the air. He's going to get caught by the Earth Splitter. Huge play there. They swap the Timber back and save his life. Rams is in though with the BKB. He's going to focus down onto Skemberloo. Blinks away as well. Nani going to punch the Elder Titan. Silence onto the Jug. Already... No, he has his Manta style. Queen of Pain still staying alive for now. Omni Slash already used. The snowball hits on to make it happen. He drops a gem on the ground. To Love gonna get caught with a Spirit Vessel. Dagon comes out. He's gonna die as well. Jug and Tinker, the lone survivors, but they go into Tinker. They don't have what it takes to kill me up, but they will silence him up. Tinker's just gonna try to TP out. They don't have a... Oh, they do have a cancel with the Yules from Death Sama. The place he closes it with the silence. That's a double kill for him. The lone survivor is the Juggernaut trying to salvage the gem, and it looks like he might be able to do it. Walrus Punch on cooldown for 2 seconds, and alright, Dire team overall win. Oh, the Courier! They're gonna kill the Courier for a 3rd time. Still a win for the Dire there, but gem salvaged by the Jug. His Aegis gonna expire now. And that was definitely some shit there. I'm looking at what this game is. Hold on a second, guys. Freaking Gosu Gamers lag. God damn it. How are you guys enjoying the C-Pubcast, by the way? Oh, Nani finds Bomaye. No. No. None of that. I never learn, says Skemmerlu. Oh, I hear a wolf. It's a big bad wolf in the mid lane. They want some towers. They want some racks. They're gonna get a range racks. Now the Fortify comes out. He gets Yules in the air, slept in place. Now the stun comes out. The Earth Splitter comes out, but he's too fast. They try to swap him back in, and he will just run to the left. Dies to the tower. Dies to the Dire. Tusk clearing the top wave. And they got a range racks there. I'm not so sure if it's worth Lycan's life. Juggernaut back on the board in terms of farm, finally surpassing the Lycan. Only if you can use the Courier now. Ram is going to take out a Shrine. He's quite farmed. Has Shiva's Guard almost. Ooh, the Yule's Death Sama in the air, but he gets the phase shift out. But they managed to catch him out in the phase shift, and he goes down. Death Sama is dead. That's a GG. Look at the damage they did to Death Sama. Holy shit. What happened to him? Oh, middle tower is getting pushed. And will they go high ground? They're looking to maybe push top. Oh, Yule's into the air, onto the Tusk. Now the Snowball comes out. Treant roots everyone in place. The Snowball gonna save him, but he gets swapped back in. The Snowball from the Timber with the Lotus Orb actually connects, securing Timber the kill. Omni Slash comes out. It's gonna just get tanked. Now they're gonna focus down the Jug. He's completely out of mana. They're gonna just right click him down. No spells needed. And unfortunately, they don't got stuns. So Radiant's gonna be able to TP out, but Jug went too deep there. I don't know what the heck that Omni Slash was. I don't know what he was thinking. He's just insane. And Lycan gonna spot the Tinker here. Tinker wants to go in with the laser. Laser to the face. Laser to the face. I mean, he has AC and about 1,000 gold. The Treant spotting out right now, looking to play some wards. Roshan is going to be spawning in 2 minutes. They're looking for the Tinker here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Death Sama finds the Tinker. Is pinging, mass pinging. Silence onto the Tinker. He can't refresh. Now, oh, silence. Orchid. He can't do anything. He's just stuck here. That's going to be a kill onto the Tinker. Death Sama with the calls. I never learn. It's a big kill there on the Tinker. Now, Vivian might be in trouble here. There's 2 men, 3 men heading for her. And that's the death. Oh, the Earth Splitter missed. Lycan turns it. Okay. Okay. Our bottom lane getting pressured by Rams. The Dagon onto Bomaye. Forces him to spin. The heck is this? Why does he still have a snowball effect? What happened? What just happened? Some weird bug. Oh, Nani. Nani in trouble. He needs to go invis. Oh, invis. Oh, doesn't matter. He gets chopped down by 2 Love and Bomaye. Rams as well as Death Sama will get out. Oh, Death Sama's back in with the day and does so much damage there. Oh, it's gonna commit. Still has a spin. Oh, could have been big there, but didn't get the silence off. Now, what is happening to Jeth here in the top lane? In a little bit of trouble, but they're gonna shrine up now. 2 Love looking to go right in there. Puck blinking out, but Jeth not as lucky. Gonna get Yules in the air into the sleep. Venge is here as well. The Snowball will stall for time. He's gonna load his orb. Ooh, Snowball blink. And Jeth gonna get out for now, but Timbersaw looking to chase. Yules is him in the air again. They have the stun, and he should die this time around. Back and forth, back and forth. Southeast Asian Dota 2. Southeast Asian Dota 2. 2 Love. 2 Love. I'll make it happen. He's quite farmed. Solar Crest just waiting for next Roshan. When next Roshan is up, by the way, they got the minus armor. They can do it. Gotta be careful though. Chance playing hard 5 will have a Blink Dagger soon, which is really good for him. He's actually quite high level as well. Having that level 3 ultimate is pretty important. It has a pretty low cooldown. Well, they're looking to take out the Timbersaw, but he has the Lotus Orb. Silence gonna head back onto the Queen of Pain. There's multiple ways to remove the Silence. Has the Yules as well, but he's still caught in place by the root. What the heck? Instant Yules remove. What the Dagon blasted. Sonic Wave. So much hate for the Timber, but in the meantime, though, this is space for Roshan. However, Death Sama sends the orb in. Is he gonna go for the crazy steal play? They're gonna go for something here as Lycan's running in. Snatch the Aegis. Death Sama with the plays. The Earth Splitter hits onto Jeth. Doesn't matter. Oh, look at the damage from the dead Jug. Oh my god. Please. Oh, he actually just dies to the freaking Vengeance illusion. But Death Sama got the Aegis. Got out. They killed the Jug there as well. Huge plays. Okay then. Rams with a Blood Thorn. It's a pretty good item. He's very farm. Top net worth in the game. As I told you guys, Rams always try hards. He's from Indonesia. A very try hard player. Always picks Queen of Pain. I've seen him play a lot of Queen of Pain recently. It's also just a popular hero in C in general, but I never learned. Scamberloo got his carry stolen. He's still trying his best here. Oh, they catch out Timbersaw, catch on the root. Dagon reflected, Silence reflected. He's gonna use himself in the air again, but they're gonna pop out another Silence once again, and it will take him out with the damage from the Bloodthorn. That was insane. And he's dead, no buyback. He spent his gold on something. Oh, he actually didn't spend his gold on anything. He just doesn't have it. What? Oh, he previously bought back? Oh, yeah, he previously bought back. He tried to defend Roshan. Oh, they make it happen. This is actually pretty bad. This might be GG. Oh, Tinker has a Hex, though. Or maybe not. This could be AC on Lycan. He doesn't have buyback either. Death Sama gonna get healed up. Keep in mind he still has the Aegis. Bomaye is actually not farmed at all. Oh no, the Hex onto Puck. The Hex onto Puck. He has Aegis though. They're gonna smoke up. They're looking for initiation. If only they can catch Tinker. They also need to catch Venge. Lycan's gonna go in, no fear, onto the Rax, and should take it here. Oh, Fortify gonna come out. There's double catapult here as well. Or it's a single catapult. It's actually Lycan's catapult. They're gonna try to focus it down. The Rax still surviving, and Lycan's wolf form will end. They're looking to go onto him, but the Dagon comes out onto the Juggernaut. He gets swapped back. We'll get the spin to get away, but now Rams comes in with the damage onto the Vengeful Spirit. They're gonna focus down Scamberloo, but the 3-man sleep from the Elder Titan will not be enough to get any kills yet, and they blink right onto the Tinker. It's a long stun, but he is quite far away. They will go back in for the Rax, As Lycan, what are you doing? Bottom lane, tries to TP out, eats the Omni Slash to the face. The rest of the heroes need to flee. Puck orbing out. Jex is the last one that's in trouble here. As both these heroes are more mobile. He has Blink in 4 seconds, but he gets hexed up. I think he might just be dead here. Do they have the chain hex? They only have 1 chain hex. No. Rams is looking to go back in. Pops the BKB. Catches out the Tinker with the fear. And now they're going to turn this one around. And Juggernaut, keep in mind, he already used the Omni Slash. Jet does get focused down. Now, whoa, Puck goes down. Has the Aegis. Now they're going to try to time the stomp perfectly. They actually get it off. But now the phase shift comes out. He has the Euls as well. Has the Euls. Now he has Blink. You can't blink because of the Timber. Now he's the Orb. The Orb gets him away. He gets healed up by the Treant Protector. Jug tries to pursue with the spin, but he cannot. Top tower going down to the catapults. Treant Protector. Almost Mjolnir, or Mjolnir for Queen of Pain. We have Death Sama looking for something here. There is nothing to look for. What is there to look for? Our boy Death Sama. Nani? Hiding in the trees, has a Tinker Ward set up, has a Blink Dagger now with his huge PG Barracks Rams. Really carrying this game. Still top net worth. Now, on the other side is the Timbersaw. They actually will catch out Death Sama. Timbersaw not allowing him to blink because of the Chakram. Pretty well played there. What's the Lycan up to? He uses BKB pretty badly. So he can't really teamfight right now. Can only split push and pick off heroes. And he goes into the air. The Hex is gonna come out as well. It's gonna get focused down. It's gonna be 2 kills there for the Radiant team. Roshan is not up, however, so that's not an objective they can take, but they can try to go for high ground maybe. Keep in mind they're already 1 racks behind. Jeth is in the trees, literally waiting for Tinker, while the rest of Radiant are waiting for Dire. And they fought out the Treant Protector with the gem, and he's gonna get focused down, and that's 3 kills now for the Radiant team. It's just a game of throws. And I can push in the top wave. Jeth still hiding in the trees. Let's be quite careful. To love. Gonna head down mid. The buyback force out of the Treant Protector. Lycan doesn't have buyback for another 30, or he doesn't have buyback, so he can't come back for 30 seconds. They hex up onto Rams. He's dead. GG. Their strongest hero. He bought out for a Mjolnir and he got hexed. It's a GG. Just like that. GG. Well, we'll see what happens now. It's gonna be a 4v5 base defense for the Dire. Suddenly game's thrown, and mid-end he's done. Somehow this Jug carried the game. This could be the Treant Protector ultimate. Hits onto 2. Lycan's literally just running around in circles. Literally just running around in circles because it doesn't have BKB. Now everyone is gonna die, it seems. Is digging on to make it happen. Snowball stalling for now. Lycan is in a very bad position. What the heck is this fight? Why are they just not throning them? Oh, this is stalling for PG Barracks to come back. I don't know what the heck is going on, but everyone is dying. The Tusk is dead. The Lycan is dead. He doesn't have buyback. Now, this guy's dead as well. No buyback on him, and the game actually just might be over. Oh, Tinker almost dies, but he manages to survive just barely. As Death Sama respawns, dies back here, I believe. No, he has the long range orb. Jug gonna chase him down, but he blinks away. Why aren't they throning? Why aren't they hitting other towers? They don't have creeps. What is going on? Alright, here you go. It's gonna be 2 sets of racks. I feel like they actually could have thrown there. You know, Radiant, they had to fight, so they could have just thrown. Why did they chase them? Well, at least Queen of Pain is back. They're going to be 2 set of racks down. There's a high chance that Queen might just be AFK and going to smoke because he said give up. But no, it looks like he is still playing. Now Radiant looking to run straight down the bottom lane, except for Jug. Jug looking to feed. Takes a big dig into the face. Sonic Wave misses. What a play with the Blink Dagger. What the heck? Well, bottom tier 2 still yet to fall. The Hex onto Puck. No follow-up damage to finish off the kill. Jug getting feared a little bit, but now he's going to come in with the Omni Slash onto the Tusk. Now, can they just throne? Can they just end this game? Oh, it's going to be a fight for it. The Fear onto 3. Puck duels into the air. Trying to catch him out. The Stomp doesn't hit, but it does hit onto Lycan, but he's already hit by the Spirit Vessel, so he gets woken up almost immediately. Now the Treant Protector gets the ultimate onto 3 heroes. Jug gets bursted, immediately buys back. What is he doing? The Blink from the Tinker. Does it have what it takes to pursue the Queen of Pain? It does, and I think that's actually GG. Hutang Inamo. See my Lycan. See my Jug. Alright, I can't take another one of these games, guys. This is going to be the last game for me casting. I'll be back tomorrow where I'll be casting the C Group B. It's featuring Fnatic, Boom ID, some other teams as well. I don't remember. But that's going to be it. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.